Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. We are the Pattern Queens, and this is episode 181.
Yes. And today is Sunday, June the 15th, and it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everyone. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, thanks for checking us out. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Let us know what you're stitching down in the comments. We always like to see that. And hello.
So what's new with you today?
There's not a whole lot new. We spent yesterday celebrating my husband, and so that was pretty nice. We had a little family game day, which is interesting with a 1 year old and an almost 5 year old, but James is getting to the age where he kind of knows how to play some games. I have to give him a little bit of grace on games, but we found this Bluey game that was really fun, where you had to run through the house and like find things, kind of like a scavenger hunt. So it was fun. How about you? What's new with you?
Well, I'm wearing my Royals baseball shirt today because
Woohoo!
my dad loved to go to any ball game. It didn't matter. We could be driving along and he would see a game happening and we would pull over and go watch.
Oh, fun.
Didn't matter. We
Huh.
didn't know anybody there. We would go watch.
Oh, that's fun.
So, I thought that was kind of appropriate today.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. So I'm wearing this shirt that my mom brought me from a trip that she took. This is my dad's hometown. I didn't even think about that.
So we're in our blues,
There we
supporting our
go.
dads. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this week I have been sleeping. I think I caught a little bug.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would be sitting in my chair in the evening and just,
Yeah. I have
and
one of those weeks too.
Katie stopped at the door and said, Mom, it's 2:30 in the morning. Go to bed.
There
So
you go.
that's kind of what's going on. And our yard got cleaned up. It is amazing how
Mm,
much has been taken care of. We had a big tree cut down out front, and just some bushes that have been overtaken by some sort of bindweed thing
mhm.
and really have cleared out. We'll wait a few days for the herbicide to be finished soaking in and we'll be able to see what has been taken care of with that. And then Katie has plans to plant, and we have a garden like no other and no kitchen to cook anything in.
Well.
But our neighbors are loving the bounty of the garden. So we've
Mm,
told them both that they can have weird packages show up on their front door, and they both agreed that that is absolutely fine.
perfect. Perfect. So you're making good neighbors is what you're doing.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Do you have any stash today?
I do. So today, and it's not really exciting. I'm just going to show you on my phone. Today is the first day to pre-order Tiny Modernist's Halloween sale, and it's a spooky night. And here's just like the welcome thing. But you can see a couple little spots. You can see some cool little pumpkins and some bats in the moon and a crow and some stars. So I pre-ordered this. Not only did I pre-order this, but on her website, she has links to a couple of shops, two in the US, one in the UK, that will just send you everything for it. So I've already bought that.
Does she
It's
give you dimensions on it?
let me I'm sure she did. I'm trying to find it's 127 by 178.
That's not huge.
No.
Not to
So,
get parts, little parts at a time.
and Uh, she's releasing it weekly. So I'm kind of interested to see how that will go. So
When does it start?
July 1st. So
Okay.
I'm excited. And it should be done. The last part comes out September 30th. So you'll be ready to fully finish it and have it up for Halloween if you chose to. So here's here's kind of the map of, well, sorry guys, my phone is really blown out. We decided that maybe it's my screen protector. But you can kind of see there how the parts will be released. So number one
Also,
is right in the
right in the
middle.
middle.
Right in the middle.
So if
So
you're a center starter, you are golden.
perfect. And that'll be good for me because I'm not sure exactly the fabric I bought. I'll just like fold it and find the middle. So so yeah, that's what's exciting in my life is now I'm gonna just like be waiting by the mailbox for the materials and then just patiently waiting for July 1st.
I ran out and got, excuse me, some floss that I needed for a project, which I'll show you here in a little bit. And that's about it. I know I did order one of the, oh, my brain will not, the artsy housewife crows, like one of
Mm,
the very first ones. And I don't know that I can show you. Maybe if I can find Drive here, I can show you which one he is. I will have plans to probably start him in the fall.
okay.
Um, I won't think of what he's called. Maybe I can do recent. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, I always forget to sort by recent.
Okay. But I think it's the one with the name. That's why my brain won't do it. Do you remember
Mhm.
what the one is called?
No, I'm not sure.
That's funny. Oh, and then I try and do 1, 2, 4.
Huh. Well,
Byron. Maybe his name is Byron.
oh, okay. That sounds like a crow name.
Ah, there he is. Byron Blackbird.
Mm.
This.
Ooh, he's fun.
And he has called to me and called to me and called to me. So I bought him as a PDF.
Hmm.
And yes, I mean, I feel like I will have to get everything and get him started in the fall.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
fun. That's fun.
but other than that, no, I've been pretty good.
Mm.
So there's a black cat walking through my room.
Ah, well, all
As long
right.
as there aren't other cats, we're fine. So I have a finish this week.
All right.
It is Heartstring Samplery's Midwinter Morn. Her berries are that really pale pink, and
Hmm.
I changed mine to be a little more traditional. Now I did keep the pink for the birds because it was their beaks. That
Ooh, I
is
love that.
it.
I love that. So,
So, and I have all of like this came from Jingle Balls, so I have the whole box of
oh, okay.
things to do the finishing. It will get finished. The reason it's called Midwinter Morn Tart Tin is that it will get finished into this.
Ooh, fun.
Now, they painted this during the event, but I really like it. I think that brown is really pretty and that this is going to be really nice in there,
Yeah,
and
I think
just
so.
so, and you attach just a hanger on the back and you are able to display this.
Cool.
So it was really cute. She does very cute things. So like she included cards.
Hmm. Oh,
That one is
fun.
mine where I changed the color, but she included just fun little cards,
That's
kind of
fun.
match the theme.
Yeah.
So it was
Cool.
a whole experience, and
Mm.
I'm happy to have that done because it really didn't need to linger.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the lid to just close so it stays protected. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to catch a quick drink. Do you need a drink?
All right. No, I think I'm good.
Do you want to do the project we do together?
Yes, yes, the project we do together.
I am all caught up, and in fact, I have done today's. I'm working on 32 count soft orchid or orchid soft, whichever way, from Color and Cotton using a fancy floss conversion based on the DMC um, that Katie designed with.
Right. And I have not done today's stitches, but I've done all but today's stitches. And I am stitching on a piece of 32 count Enchanted Forest even weave from Forbidden Fiber Co. with whatever flosses I felt like at the time.
I, I just realized I need to pull mine out of the hoop. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Um, but I'm doing mine 2/2,
And I'm doing mine 1/1.
so you will definitely see a difference in size.
And mine is still in the hoop, but you will be able to see it
Yeah,
all.
you'll be able to see the whole thing with Keisha, but not with me. I hope
Right.
I didn't just, I think I just tossed my needle.
Oh no.
Oh, there
And
it is. It's okay. I got it.
all right. And of course, we're talking about Society Stitcher from the Black Needle
Yes.
Society.
Which is a free chart that you can get on the Facebook group if you join the Black Needle Society.
Yeah. And it's worth it. It's really fun.
There it is.
Oh, yours looks so good. Almost got
Yours
all that
too.
steam done.
I think I figured it will take Wednesday will be the last day that I will do any of the steam up here. And then it's the
Ooh.
same color that fills in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 50, maybe it's 60 some odd stitches.
Okay.
Not very many that are left in there, but
Oh, fun.
fun to fill that all in and watch it kind of
Yeah,
grow.
definitely. We were talking before we hit record that my plan, so the last color that I have to do is the one that's the steam. And I was going to do all of the steam first and then fill in the stripes on the cup. But sometimes seeing the stitches whenever you're working over one and getting them in is a little bit harder. So I
And
may
putting
just.
them in between everything,
Mhm.
right?
Right, because I had a little bit of a hard time with the snail at times. So I think I'm probably just gonna go back and forth doing steam, doing the lines. So
Okay, and did you fill in? I know up in here are the little
hmm
hearts that are the
yes.
same as the snail.
Yes, you can't see them because it's a really, really light pink. Have to get really
Ah,
close
okay.
there. So, but yes, I filled them
So I am doing my snail last.
in.
He will be the last thing to come to life. And we had a little chat this week. So we will be hosting um, an online retreat, and it ends on July 13th. And that is so July 13th is the last full day of stitches, the last
Hmm.
day of full 25 stitches. And we will have 14 more past that.
Hmm.
And I think I am finishing mine on the 13th so that I have a finish during the retreat.
Right. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll do that because it would be really hard to resist doing the last 14 stitches of something. But then I realized it's 14 stitches on the 14th. And there's a 2020 in this one, which we both left because that's whenever Black Needle
Mhm.
Society got really going. And um 7/14 of 20 is whenever my boy was born. So now I've talked myself into waiting to finish it until the 14th.
And do your 14 stitches on the 14th.
Yes. So I still plan on finishing it on July 14th, even though I'm going to really want to finish it on July 13th.
Oh, you have a digital planner, don't you?
Yes,
I was
yes.
going to say what we were doing next.
Hmm.
Are you quicker at looking things up than I am if I talk about it?
Yes, if you talk about it, I can pull it up on my tablet here. I have my
Okay.
tablet next to me.
So when we finish that in just about a month, we will be starting the cover art from this year's planner that BNS put out. And it's just kind of fun. Now, it's not going to say stitching journal and planner. Katie has designed a pattern, a full pattern underneath that.
Yeah, and I'll bring up my mock-up. It's just not as pretty with all the colors because it's only charted in. So here's the, oh, well, maybe you could see it. Let's see
Turn
if I
that brightness, right?
turn down my brightness on here. Well, and the problem is I don't usually do that on this tablet, so now I have to figure out how to do it. All right. So there, now you can see
Oh, you
that.
get the big butterfly.
Of
Yes.
course, I just put it in black for the
Yeah.
mock-up, but
So I can't figure out what I want to do.
mm,
I had talked about maybe trying to figure out a gradient to go
mhm,
across like the cover art is.
mhm.
Um, but I know my brain and it will probably mess with me. So
Yeah. I
We'll
mean, it'd be
see.
really fun just to get like a cool over dye and see
Mhm.
how it works.
And I'm
So
looking at that border and I'm thinking maybe I'll get a cool overdye for the border and then pull colors from it to do the elements
Mhm.
inside.
Oh my goodness. Look at how funny that frog is. Hilarious. So,
There's all sorts of fun things in there, and I'm really excited to do that.
yeah. And we've got to do the math because I don't know if we wanted to do 25 stitches there or if we wanted to try to finish it by the end of the year. So we'll have to talk and plan.
I think we had said somewhere around 40 stitches for
Hmm.
something, but I don't
Yeah.
remember because I don't have it in my device yet. I don't remember what our
Right.
logic was. So,
Yeah. So, because I think we wanted to finish it in 2025 since it has 2025 on it. So,
you have it in Pattern Keeper. Does it give
I
you
do.
a reasonable stitch count?
Yeah, let me look at it real
I
quick.
know sometimes it adds in the background,
Hmm. So it says that it's 5,962 stitches.
which is about double, a
Hmm.
little more than twice what we're doing with this one. And at 25 a day, it took us,
A little
into
better
the
than half a
seventh
year.
month. So
Hmm.
yeah, we would have to do
About
now.
50.
Yeah, I was thinking that 40-ish sounds reasonable. So it
Mhm.
may be 50 or 60,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that wouldn't be
So
bad.
no. So that's the plan. If you bought the digital version of the planner this year, uh, it took a little bit, but you can go and you can set your grids in Pattern Keeper, and I was able to go down to the pattern and set the grid and do it pretty easily. It just took a little bit of time because it took time to load the file. So
And if you bought the hard copy of the
mhm.
planner, the pattern is printed in there.
Yeah.
So you have a paper copy.
Hmm. So there you go.
Anyway, that's the next plan. We have lots of plans today because we don't have a lot of whips.
Yeah, that's true.
So my next one was a new start.
All right.
And I saw a beautiful finish of this piece, and I have been wanting to do it while seeing someone else's finish. That was it. I said, it's time.
Hmm.
So I started light a single candle from Modern Folk
Mm.
Embroidery. Jacob didn't give colors. He likes you to kind of figure it out on your own and see what you're going to do. I can't tell you what this fabric is because I left that back in the other room. But I started mine on this opalescent fabric,
Ooh,
and maybe I need to put maybe even just my Kindle
there
wool.
you go.
There we go. That just gave it enough.
Oh,
It's this
yeah.
beautiful opalescent,
Mm.
and I am using a Sulky. It is number 4002, and it's a yellow variegated.
All right.
I let the ladies at the quilt shop where I buy my sulkies help
Mhm.
me figure out what I wanted because I had chosen the fabric, and we went through several. It was funny because I had pulled a lot and they're like, "Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. Oh, but that looks good." So it took us a little while, but we settled on this and just loved how it looked. And one of the ladies even pulled out just she unhooked it and pulled out one strand so we could lay it across and see if
Mhm.
all the colors work. And I've worked on this bottom floral to go across, and I
Mhm.
do like it. And then I
Yeah.
got up here and had just a little bit left, so I moved in on that second line of words from the bottom. So,
Mhm.
but I just have, so I'm on this flower over here.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
fell asleep in my chair last night. So I'm about, I would have to look, and I didn't, oh, it's marked on here. Um, I got to 20%
Oh,
on
wow.
Thursday because this is only 2,039 stitches.
Oh, okay.
So I got a couple hundred more last night and I am at 31.63%. So I'm a third of
No.
the way done.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty fast at lettering.
Hmm.
So that should go pretty well for me. You can see I only did like half of my border around. I
Hmm.
just get a little nervous about it. And so,
Yeah. I do too. I hate doing borders first because I'm like, what if I mess up the count?
which is funny because Katie does all of her borders first,
Uh,
but I think I'm okay and I can go ahead and go up with this thing now and I will be fine.
mm,
So it's I really enjoyed this
yeah,
and I
great.
think I'll get through it pretty quickly. I have not put this on my whip list and I will not as long as I finish it this month.
Ah, okay. So that's the goal. Don't add it to the whip list. Get it done.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sitting at a pretty good number right now, and I will be really excited if I get another one off of the list because
Sure.
then I'll be below another threshold, which is always cool.
Awesome. Awesome.
You have
Well,
one more?
I have one more. So the only other thing I worked on, because I've also had a week where, man, I couldn't stay awake. But I did work on Flying Pink Piggy. I didn't get to what I wanted to because it was more stitches than I thought.
I'll put you in a big picture.
All right. But here is where he is now. So I kind of worked on, there's a million colors in these outlines. So I did all of the outlines. So it's mostly easy fill from here on out. So I did all the hard work. I didn't get to do the easy work. Um,
Did you finish filling in one of the hooves this time? Is
um,
that where the spot was?
so I finished. So yes, I did
Tip,
part of
right?
the hoof
Okay.
there. And then I did this line and I finished filling in the pink. And then I did this and I'm starting to fill in the blue in between there. And then I've got like a couple colors of the lighter blue to do inside the cloud. But I almost made it. I didn't quite make it, but I almost made it. So
You got there. You're okay.
that's where he is this week. I really had a fun time and I just couldn't put him down.
I know how that goes because yeah, I have been getting to a point where I'm like, I just need to finish up so that I can take this off my list. I'm being very motivated with what's going to come off my list.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I even went so far, so I have a spreadsheet with my whips, and I even went so far as to go through and the ones that are the oldest, other than the unknown start dates, there are
Hmm.
12 in the next group, and they're from 2018. And I went through and identified them all on my spreadsheet with the same color, and I just
Oh, sure.
numbered them as, as I went through. They're not
Hmm.
like in a, oh, this is the order I'll finish them. But
Right.
I thought I'm going to draw attention to these. My
Yeah.
spreadsheet is beautiful right now because it has all the
Ooh.
colors for the different categories that I have.
Oh, that's fun.
So, but this piece was my 17th finish of the year, which made me really happy.
Ooh, awesome. Yeah,
Um, so I was going to talk some plans. I don't know if you brought any plans. I have a
sure.
bunch.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really bring anything in here with me, but I'll chime in as you're going.
Okay, because I think maybe you're going to do some of this too. I'm trying to move
Yes.
my coffee where I won't knock it off. So this next week, Katie and I are going to do 24 hours of cross stitch. We're going to spread it over 4 days, beginning Thursday, and we'll do 6 hours on a project each day.
Ooh, okay, fun.
So when I'm starting Thursday, this one has just like, I saw it again and I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, no, no, I'm starting it. So it's Day at the Seashore from
Ooh.
Stitches by Ethel. She has a whole series of these crows. So I'm
Oh,
going to have
cool.
to check them out because you know how I like them. But he's
Hmm.
so cute, right?
Yes, I
I
love
have to
him.
choose fabric. So I could do him on a yellow, like sunshine.
Oh, okay.
I could do him on, so it's called butter.
Mm,
I could do him on a standard platinum, which, kind of has a sandy, yellowy,
yeah.
he'd be pretty that way.
Hmm.
Or I could do him on this. Oh, everything's gonna fall.
Oh no.
I could do him on this blue that is kind of beachy feeling.
Hmm. Ooh.
And it has some little spots that are at least lighter. Can you see? Yeah,
Hmm.
you can kind of see that one.
Yeah.
Um, Not necessarily brown, but at least a little lighter. So, what do you think? Blue, platinum, or yellow?
Yeah. See, I would say blue, but you guys should sound off in the comments and let us know because more opinions always better.
Yeah, it's fun. And I am using, she designed this in DMC, which is mostly what I did, but I did pull just a few over dyes, like for the crab, and the bird has two colors, one for the wing, one for the body. And
Hmm.
I chose a an over dye for the waves.
Oh, okay.
So it'll
Cool.
just be, kind of a nice little mix of things.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's Thursday.
Okay.
Now I have a big mess.
All right. Well, my Thursday, I actually, since it's a federal holiday, I'm off of work.
Oh,
And
that's right, Juneteenth.
uh-huh. But both of my boys still have daycare, so I only get a couple of those days a year. And while I really enjoy spending time with my children, it will be nice to like have a day where I can just relax. Usually on those days I go out to lunch with my husband, but I'm definitely going to get in some stitching time. So I've been trying to decide what I will stitch on. And I've been trying to decide if I have anything that like fits the themes that you and Katie are working on together. So I'm trying to think if I have anything overly beachy, but a lot of stitching. Hopefully, a lot of stitching happens on Thursday.
Well, so okay, that one is my beachy piece
Hmm.
because the other ones I am not doing beachy.
Hmm.
So I'm doing kind of sticking to my plan that I made at the beginning of the year, and I will be pulling out things. But okay, did you guys notice this has a little flag?
Hmm.
So
You're moving into your season.
yeah, July 3rd birthday.
Hmm.
I do end up stitching a lot of Americana stuff, but I thought, oh, that'll work perfectly because, it fits with Katie.
Yeah.
My next one, I had these laid out and now I will not remember how I laid them out.
Mhm.
I found this beautiful piece of 32 count old mill Java. Look how gorgeous that is. And it's a
Pretty.
big piece. I left it folded a little so you could see the color.
Hmm.
And so this was from my friend Sue, who brought it to me and didn't even know what kind of a treasure she was giving me. This is from R&R Reproductions. Dying to Stitch is their shop. And it's named Old Mill Java after my LNS that isn't there anymore, which was the old mill.
Hmm.
So it's very special to me and she's like, I didn't know. I just got fabric for you. And I'm like, well, you got
Hmm.
the perfect fabric for me.
Yes.
So I'm going to do the salt boxes on it.
Ooh,
And
so
I
fun.
think this background will be great. Uh,
Hmm.
and I think this is how I did it. I will do at the top spring and summer,
Okay.
and then below them. So then below summer will be winter,
Hmm.
and below spring, wait, nope, wrong way. Below spring will be winter, and below summer will be autumn
Oh,
because
okay.
then they are in a circle.
Yeah. Cool.
So, but they are so, so pretty and just
Yes.
they will be so much fun to work on. So I will
So
start on this one, not where I normally do.
that's what I was gonna say. So you aren't gonna start with fall. That'll be interesting.
However, I'm not going to do them like the Polaroids. I'm going to do one, one row of white around each one. So
Okay.
probably I will do the white around the two spring ones, and then I can start at the bottom of one of them and stitch.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, look at that house.
yeah, those
Oh,
are so pretty.
I just can't wait.
Hmm.
So that's one I've been really excited about. And I will be very happy to get that started. That is not Friday's start though. I
Oh,
was
okay.
thinking about this because Friday is the 20th, which is the first day of summer.
Yes.
I hope some of you guys have these projects out there and you're going to just jump in and start with this.
Yeah, there you go.
So on the first day of summer, I will be starting Summer Moon by Plum Street
Oh,
Samplers.
yes.
I already have winter and spring going,
Hmm.
and I found this beautiful piece of fabric. I think the thing is inside. It's 36 count ween beans, like Halloween ween
Hmm.
beans. It's this beautiful brown.
That's gonna look so good.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah, that moon will pop, and those reds will look great.
Hmm I'm very excited about that. I'm kind of on a Plum Street kick this year.
Yeah, you really are. I was just about to say something. You've worked on a lot of Plum Street, which is, I mean, so many great charts. How could you stitch them all?
Yeah. And then I do have one more. Um, I have a couple of things that are already kitted up and I didn't pull those out today,
Mhm.
but I spotted this weekend.
Oh, yes.
And I love him. And he is 51 by 43.
Oh, so he'll be a quick guy.
Yeah. And I'm thinking maybe, okay, the fabric in the background, I didn't look to see what it is. Vintage country mocha is what it says,
Hmm.
but it looks greenish to me. And it reminds me of one of the Picture This Plus fabrics.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of um, DMC and Weeks Dye Works to stitch this up. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do him little bitty, and then I
Ooh,
may go back and get some pearls and do him big.
ooh, fun.
So
That would be cool.
I love this one. I kept looking at it when we were in her booth, and I said, I keep looking at that one. I keep looking at it. And she said, wait a minute. Went to the back and grabbed it and brought it out and said, here you go. So
Oh,
I really want to stitch this one. It's like very
hmm.
special for me.
Yes. So
So
nice.
that's 4 projects. We'll see if that's what I end up starting.
Wow. See, I thought you were going to work on peacock and pomegranate. And if you do, you'll have to tell me because then I'll work on it.
Well, you know what? 6 hours, I may pull it out and use it for fill on the days. Because
Okay.
Kitty's starting cottage garden samplings, the little round peacock. I can't remember
Mm,
what it's called.
yeah. So my plans are if you work on peacock and pomegranate, I'll pull that one out. I'm going to work more on flying pink piggy, but then I've also set myself a goal, and I didn't bring it in here with me, uh, to finish Summer in Stars Hollow during the summer. So I will work on that one the first day of summer, and then try and finish it during the summer months. So
Awesome.
that's my plan there. I will do my best to stitch 6 hours a day, but I don't know that I'll be overly successful.
I'm
But
supposed to also start Zephyr Hills Samper by Summerhouse and Tend the Flock by Hands On,
mm,
which I put off from last year.
mm, you've got just an embarrassment of riches over there. So many fun things.
How many projects will I start this next week?
It's okay.
That's the thing.
You've been on a real finish streak, so
Let's hope it continues.
yes,
I
yes,
knock on wood there.
that's right.
And really, I'm trying to get myself down below I'm trying to hit 65 by 65. I have
Mm,
a few years to do that,
sure.
but the only way to do that is to keep working on these things, which is why I've been on the on on the track to figure out like what my older whips are,
Mm.
trying to identify those and pull them forward, get stitch, either stitch them or ditch them because
Okay.
I need to make a decision. And, I don't need to have all these hanging out. And then I would really like to just have a handful of focus whips that
Hmm.
I get through in a year. So,
Yeah.
and I love
Yeah.
to start things and I want to start everything that I own.
Right. Right.
But I
Yes.
would have to have about 10 starts a day to do that.
Right. Right. And 100 lifetimes, right?
Yes. Yes. So, and July will be our birthday month.
Hmm.
So I haven't decided what my birthday start is, although I was just on that spreadsheet and I wonder if I pulled one that I thought would be I actually have a couple of pieces that Katie gave back to me that are Blackbird designs.
Hmm.
So they're kind of whips. I may restart them. I don't know because she crosses opposite. And
Sure.
one of them, I think I figured out that I can turn it. I can make a
Mm.
quarter turn
Hmm.
and the border is the same all the way around.
Oh, okay.
And so it'll be going the direction I want to go.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's a trick for you.
There you go.
But the other one that I have on July for myself is Starry Owl.
Yes, yeah, we talked about doing Starry Owl, so I'll have to get my things together for that. I also haven't put a lot of thought into my birthday start because my birthday start will also be the first day of camp.
Okay, now the first day of camp, well, not the first day, but during camp, I want to start the temperature calendar from Satsuma Street,
Hmm.
the cool village that she gave us.
Yeah,
And I
sure.
want to go from camp start to camp start.
Oh, fun. That'll be cool.
So that's one thing I'm starting at camp. So there's a head.
Mhm.
I don't know when you're doing yours and what you've decided to do with yours.
I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out, I think.
It started at camp though, because you were talking about either the year you got married or
Mhm. Or one of, yeah, someone's birthday or something. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with it yet. So,
so that would be fun. But I have to gather all the supplies and make sure I'm ready to go and
mhm.
get some fabric pulled.
Yeah.
So lots of things to plan and
Oh,
do,
yeah.
and I love to plan. So
So,
I'm looking at my list of possible starts down here, and I have a huge ink circles on here that I plan to use the hank of floss that Katie gave me last
oh,
year.
sure. Oh,
And,
fun.
maybe that would be cool.
Hmm. So Laura wants to start everything, but not actually start everything, but really start everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to hold back and trying to be good. And then we do things like this 24-hour thing, but hopefully, a couple of them were planned anyway.
Right.
One of those that, at least one of those that I told you is left over from May.
Mhm.
So is really fine. And the salt shakers was supposed to be started. And then, the other ones, a couple of them were planned. Summer Moon was planned, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll
And it's
see.
just it's mostly me over here being like la 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 trying to finish playing Pink Piggy this year, and then I buy a Sal. So, it's not going great over here
And I'm
either.
just like, resistance is futile. She told me she bought the Sal. And what was the first thing I said? You said, oh, I don't have any Sals going.
Yeah, and you were like, actually, you have all of these cells going. I don't have any that are actively releasing new parts, is the
But I
thing.
know that you guys love her to
The frosted pumpkin wreaths,
thank
the
you.
Christmas wreath and the Halloween wreath. So I'll pull them back out, I promise.
Okay,
I
how about the 13th? So we just passed the 13th, so you're off the hook
Okay, I'm off
for
the hook.
Halloween.
All right.
But the 25th is coming up.
Okay.
Not this week, but the next week, okay?
Okay. I'll work on Christmas wreath. Please check back in a couple weeks to see if I kept my word or if I even remembered I said I would do that.
Oh, and we don't have a 31st this month, so you're
Okay.
off the hook for Halloween again.
So sorry to Halloween. I will try my best to remember that I need to work on the Christmas wreath.
I can see text reminder. Send.
Right. Keisha, send me a picture of your Christmas tree. Then I'll be like, oh no.
And what I should pull out when you do that is my patchwork deer and see if
Yay.
I can, or my Christmas parade, and see if I can
Yes.
get stitches in on a Christmas project because I love my Christmas projects.
Yes.
And I always want to add, I have two that I want to add this year. Um, I did the one from Heartstring Samplery last year that's just like the lettering and some fun little border around it, little bitty.
Hmm.
And I have Joyous All Together and Sounding Joy in the same series. I would like to
Hmm.
start them both this year.
Yes. Yeah. So, and I have a lot of Christmas ones that are hanging out that I need to work on, but at least I have a lot of things to go pull from if I ever, feel like I need something to do.
Well, do you think that we've gotten up to plenty of shenanigans today?
Oh my goodness, we're gonna ramble about our whips for the next 5 hours if we don't go ahead and get off of here.
So, really, there's nothing left to say except bye.
Bye. Have a good week.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.